blessed now, people. Temple of the Dog, we just listened to the self-titled record as recommended on Patreon from my guy Gary S. Yo, Gary, much all respect. I'll give my final overview of this record in this video. So we listened to it track by track, did reactions to it. I had not heard any of this record before. I think there's potential I might have heard Hunger Strike before momentarily, but I couldn't remember it. Bro, let me give you a heads up, I'm bloody well tired, alright? So if I lose consciousness midway through this or I start talking gibberish, don't hate, appreciate, yeah, it's a bit of entertainment. Relatively long record to say there's 10 songs, or at least relatively long for as far as I'm familiar with. We'd probably average out about 5 minute a track, if not a little longer than 5 minutes a track. The 11 minute 13 second song, track number 2, really pushes it out the boat a little bit. It was a good record. It was a very well produced record. I don't think I was listening to a remaster, although there was a 25th anniversary remaster that was done. I saw that in the related comments, or the related video, should I say. There we go, I'm already starting to stutter, but it sounded really good. Relatively minimalistic instrumental. It was a rock band. It was just a pure rock band. I assume it was a 4-piece listening to it, but we did have keys and a few jingle jangles thrown in there for good measure on the recording. The drummer was really good. I know we gas up the frontman, Mr. Cornell, and rightfully so, but I think the drummer was the best part of the record. I thought the drummer was grooving and moving with incredible finesse throughout the record. Great ghost notes, great tippy-tapping, just fantastic tight playing. I say it in the highest compliment when I say the guy sounded and was recorded like a session musician, because normally I associate session musicians with like the pinnacle of performance, really, because that is what they do. They are hired to perform in bands to improve their sound and to fill the gap and level that, you know, average Joe can't. So I know there was no session musicians aside from maybe whomever came in and did like an extra bit of percussion and the keyboards or whatnot, but I just wanted to say that in the highest form of compliment. The riffs were okay. I liked the broken chordy bits. I preferred the bass lines. The bass lines were really good. The vocals were very powerful. But that goes without saying, doesn't it, really? It felt like, let's say, the majority of the tracks served the purpose. They were constructed in a way which really complemented Mr. Cornell's vocals, and that would be, as opposed to going back and forth through section to section, it seemed as if there was a lot of A to B structures. So we start off, and then as we go through the track, we build up the tension and the dynamic to just have him belt it there at the end. You sort of hit that climax numerous times during the experience of listening to this record. Lyrically speaking, it was very good. There was a lot of emotive value on the record, a lot of good conceptual songwriting, and I really appreciated that. There was 1 or 2 songs I thought weren't the best, but with that being said, the ceiling was still very high. It was an incredibly consistent record. I started off sort of wondering, where's this going to go? And then by maybe like track 6, I thought, you know what? This is a great record. This really is a great record. And I enjoyed it a lot. What more can I say, really? It was very pleasing to me. Not necessarily my cup of tea. You know what? Normally I would say I liked it, but it's not something I'd return to because it's just not my cup of tea. But catch me in the right mood. And there is potential for me to bang this on again. I would say I preferred this to the Soundgarden stuff, honestly. I thought it was really good. It sounded really good. The production was really good. The instrumentation was really good. The lyrical content and like song concept and structure and so forth was really good. And on that note, if I was to rate out of 10, I'd give it a 7.5. Give it a very appreciative 7.5. I'd only give it an 8 if we had a bit more punk rock value, perhaps. If it was a bit edgier, a bit more rougher around the edges. But this was a great rock album. It sounded like, man, this guy gives Robert Plant a run for his money. Everyone in comments saying best rock vocalist of all time, and I said during the listen through, I'm not necessarily going to agree that he's the best rock vocalist of all time, but I can see and understand why people would say this guy's the best rock vocalist of all time. Goes without saying, doesn't it? The guy's got power. And on that note, I'm signing out, people. I'm going to get some sleep. Peace.